MLB.com every year comes out with their article of proposing 5 blockbuster Black Friday trades, and in today's video, I'm going to react to those 5 blockbuster trades. So, make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications because, like I said, 85% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So go ahead and get your life together. Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a like. And let's go ahead and get into this video with these 5 blockbuster trades. So, let's start off with a trade that would break the internet. The Phillies in this trade would get Matt Chapman and Josh Hayder. The Brewers would get Matt Olson and A.J. Puck. The A's would get Keston Hiura, Micah Mel, Bryson Stott, Ethan Wilson, Logan Ahop, and Garrett Mitchell. So this is a trade that I feel about 1,000% sure is not going to happen. And I know it's not going to happen. The Phillies, for one, aren't going to get Matt Chapman and Josh Hayder. I think it's more realistic that they get Josh Hayder instead of Matt Chapman. But they definitely could use a bullpen arm. I think that they're more likely to get somebody like Craig Kimbrell this offseason. For the Brewers, is it worth Matt Olson for Josh Hayder? I mean, yes, Matt Olson's a better player at the end of the day. But, yes. So, for the Phillies, like I said, if this trade ever happens, you're getting an absolutely great deal. It doesn't matter what prospects you have to give up. You have to give up your number 1, number 2, and number 7. But that doesn't matter when you're getting back 2 superstar top 50 players in baseball in Matt Chapman and Josh Hayder. Chapman had a down 2021. We all know about that. But Chapman still is a very good player. Even if he doesn't hit great offensively, he's still going to be a great defensive player. He's only 28 years old, and he was the first-round pick for the Oakland A's back in 2014. He had 27 home runs, 72 RBIs, and a .210 batting average, a .314 on-base percentage, a .403 slugging, and a .716 OPS in 2021. This guy has been very, very good in his career, posting an .808 OPS career, .478 slugging percentage, a .243 batting average, 111 home runs, along with 296 RBIs, and a .330 on-base percentage. So you get that. You also get the best relief pitcher in baseball, in Josh Hayder, which is really, really good. For the Brewers, I think if you're saying Josh Hayder for Matt Olson straight up, then you do that. But I don't know that you do it to a team in the National League that really could bolster from this trade. Like, this team is, like, really, really good. So Hayder in 2021 had a 4-2 record with a 1.23 ERA in 60 games, 34 saves, 58 innings pitched, 102 strikeouts, and a 0.04 WHIP. Now, let's look at what the A's are getting back, because that's key in one of these trades of what they're getting back. They're getting back a lot of prospects. And I think if you're wanting to do a trade with Matt Olson and Matt Chapman, you probably don't want to do it with the Phillies. There's just better prospects out there to get. They give up Micah Mel, who was a first-round pick back in 2020. Didn't perform too well in his first season in minor league baseball, but still is a very promising prospect. Bryson Stott's one that could be up pretty soon. He's the future shortstop of the Athletics in this trade. Ethan Wilson is the guy who they drafted in 2021 in the second round. He's a pretty solid player, kind of an underrated one coming out of South Alabama, I think it was. Logan Ahop's a catcher, Phillies number 11 prospect, another very good prospect. Then you get Garrett Mitchell, the Brewers number 1 prospect, and you also get Keston Hiura, who has some power. And obviously is going to be pretty terrible defensively, but still is pretty solid. So there's a lot to be for this A's team. This totally rebuilds your farm system. Like, this just totally changes your farm system, just like you saw with the Nationals or teams like that in the 2021 MLB trade deadline. This trade's not going to happen. I don't know why I rambled so long about it. All right, let's go ahead and get this one is the Mariners are going to get Tyler Glasnow and Kevin Kiermaier in exchange for Kyle Lewis and Levi Stout, the Mariners' number 9 prospect right-hander. I think this is a terrible trade idea. I know that Glasnow's having Tommy John surgery, but still, you're underrating what he is. He was having a breakout 2021 season in which he could have won the Cy Young. Now, Kiermaier's a bad contract too, and I think they will end up trading Kevin Kiermaier this offseason. That $10 million just doesn't fit the Rays. They're going to trade him. But this package back is terrible. It's not good at all. Kyle Lewis is a very good player, and we saw that when he won the Rookie of the Year and stuff. He's a very solid player. But still, and Levy Stott is the Mariners' number 9 prospect. But still, this is a very, very bad package, and I don't think this is going to happen either. I don't think that Glasnow's traded. I think Kiermaier definitely is traded. I think Lewis might come up in some trade talks, but I think you're really going to have to be getting a good player. And you're realizing that Tyler Glasnow's not even going to play in 2022. That's part of their thinking here, that Glasnow's not even going to play in 2022. But still, this is a Cy Young caliber pitcher that you're giving away. And for the Rays, this just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, if you're the Mariners and could get it done, why not? Next up is the Blue Jays Blockbuster. The Blue Jays get Ketel Marte in this trade. The Guardians get Alejandro Kirk. The Diamondbacks get Kevin Biggio, Gunnar Hoglund, Daniel Espino, the Guardians' number 5 prospect, and Josh Palacios, the Blue Jays' number 21 prospect. Now, for the Blue Jays here, you get Ketel Marte, which could be kind of a Marcus Semien type replacement here. If you want to go that route, I think that Ketel Marte could be that kind of player. But Marte's a very good player, and if you're getting a package like this back, if you're the Diamondbacks, you absolutely have to do this trade. This is a great package to get back. Something very, very exciting to get back. Kevin Biggio's got a lot of potential. Gunnar Hoglund was a 2021 first-round pick who arguably could have went top 5 if it wasn't for his injury. Daniel Espino is a top 100 prospect in baseball, being the Guardians' number 5 prospect. And Josh Palacios is a very good prospect. The Diamondbacks get a really, really good package back for just Ketel Marte here. You've got to like that package that they're getting back. Ketel Marte in 2021 had a very solid season. Now, he was injured for quite a bit of the season, but still, he's still a very good player. And if he kept this up for a whole season, he would be one of the best in baseball. Posting a 318 average and 14 home runs, 50 RBIs, 377 on base percentage, 532 slugging, and a 909 OPS. I think a lot of teams should be more interested in Ketel Marte, and he is a very good player. Now, Alejandro Kirk was one of the top prospects in baseball at a time now. Kirk, I just don't see him really finding his footing in Toronto. I think a place like Cleveland would be a very good spot for Alejandro Kirk. Kirk definitely has a lot of potential. We saw the Marlins are interested. I think the Guardians were interested last offseason in his services. And for Alejandro Kirk in 2021, he posted a 242 batting average, 8 home runs, and 24 RBIs, and 328 on base percentage, a 436 slugging, and a 764 OPS. He posted a really solid season, actually. And, yeah. So, next up at number 4 on this trade, we have Buxton. He is going to get traded to the Houston Astros in exchange for Chas McCormick, Forrest Whitley, and Colin Barber. Now, I think that this is actually a very good trade. I mean, for the Astros, you get another player in Byron Buxton, which this fills a big hole in center field. Now, this is whether you bring in another shortstop or not. You still don't have to give up too much here. McCormick is an up-and-coming center fielder, but really isn't going to do much for the future of this team. Forrest Whitley has been terrible, and they've got enough starting pitchers anyways. So they're not really losing much there, to be honest. And then you lose Colin Barber, who's an outfielder. This is a really good trade, and I think for both sides, you could definitely see where both sides would accept this. I think this is probably the most realistic trade on this list. For the Astros to get somebody like this, you're probably not bringing back Correa or anything if you make a big trade like this. But still, I think that this would be a very solid trade. Buxton, if he could keep up and be healthy for a full season, this is a guy that is one of the best players in baseball if he can stay healthy. And that's the thing. Teams could finesse because could finesse the Twins out of their best player in Byron Buxton just because of how injury prone he's been. He was the second overall pick in 2012, and that was for a reason. He posted 19 home runs, 32 RBIs, a 306 batting average, 358 on base percentage, 647 slugging percentage, and an over 1,000 OPS. He had a great year, and yeah. And the final one is the Marlins get Wilson Contreras for Jesus Luzardo straight up. I don't like this at all. I really don't think that this is that good of a trade for the Cubs particularly. Now, for the Marlins, I like the idea of them getting Wilson Contreras a lot. I think that they're one of the teams that make the most sense to get Wilson Contreras. Not only do they need a catcher, but they have a lot of great prospects there. They probably need to trade one of those pitchers, to be honest. And the Cubs could definitely use some pitching in their farm system. But the thing is, just for Jesus Luzardo, I just don't get it. He had a down year last year. There definitely is a lot of potential with Jesus Luzardo. It's just, I don't know um, if you want to really do that trade because Jesus Luzardo just got traded to the Marlins. And clearly they're pretty interested in Jesus Luzardo. But for Contreras in 2021, he had a very solid year, even playing on a terrible Cubs team, a double-A team, basically. Their double-A team might have even been better, to be honest. But 21 home runs, 57 RBIs, and 237 batting average with a 340 on-base percentage, a 778 OPS this year. And over his career, he's had a career 259 batting average, a 349 on-base percentage, and an 807 OPS, posting 95 home runs and 310 RBIs. And for the Cubs here, it's not a terrible package getting Luzardo back. I think you would just want another pitcher, maybe somebody like Eliezer Hernandez or something. But he posted a 6 ERA, an over 6 ERA, a 6-9 record with a 6.61 ERA in 2021, and I just don't think that that's enough to get one of the best catchers in baseball in Wilson Contreras. I just think that you need a little more here, but I think it is a good idea. I think the last two trades are pretty realistic. The first three definitely are not realistic. Overall, I think this is a pretty solid article. The first one definitely is just out of it. Pretty out of it, definitely. I think that Ketel Marte to the Blue Jays could happen. It's just I don't know about the 3-team deal stuff. But the last two I think could happen. The first three, kind of doubtful to happen, honestly. But yeah, those are some 5 Buster Black Friday trade ideas. I'll link the article in the description. Hopefully I remember. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications because like I said, 85% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a like. Thank you for watching, and peace.